Hello, FlossTube. Ooh, I'm crooked. So, sorry. Sorry about that. It's a little crooked. How are we today? It is Wednesday, October 31st. Even though you're seeing this a week later, happy Halloween. It is a wonderful 61 degrees out, but it's raining. Poor trick-or-treaters are probably going to get wet tonight. And of course, there's complaints about it. It is the start of a new vlog week. So if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I failed today and didn't get anything started or set up or anything. That's where I'm at today. It is the start of a new vlog week. So welcome back if you are a returning viewer. Welcome if you are a new viewer. I truly hope that you enjoy what I'm doing here. I know everybody seems to really enjoy the Mondays with Joe. Kind of a fun little entertainment in the middle of the week, although sometimes it drives me nuts. So, last night was Tuesday. We went to pizza. Last night was the 5th Tuesday of October, so we went to pizza and stitching night. Just stitching. Of course, I was on the last day, the 5th day of the rotation on this. I'm working on the middle panel. I actually did more than I realized. And I took it off the snap because I had it okay, so I had this corner. I pulled the bars out. I pulled these things, the clamps. I was not thinking what this was. The clamps off the bars to this corner to work on this leaf right here, because it's pretty close to the edge. I mean, this is pretty much the edge, so it was a little tight working on the leaf. So I was like, take the clamp off, whatever. I forgot to put the clamps back on and take the clamps with me to just stitching, so it didn't go on the snap. My counting pin is hanging. My stitching needle has disappeared to the masses. I have to find it in the bottom of my bag. But I did pretty good. I finished up this leaf. I don't think this leaf was I don't remember if any of this leaf was here when you guys saw it on yesterday's clip. I added this. Added this. Got this flower done. So we're getting there. I found my stitching needle and promptly lost it. So we're getting there. We are getting there. But it is the end of this rotation. The bell pop cap, or the bell bottle cap needle minder from Monica is coming off because it's going somewhere else with me. I just don't know where. Needle minders are fantastic. Okay, so a lot of people don't use needle minders. They're like, it's just extra stuff. But I can tell you this. They're really nice with a counting pen. So you have long strips of color. So you put your counting pin in where you want the strip to end, and then your needle minder goes, your pin goes in between on the needle minder, and it holds it so you don't catch your, and I usually slide it so that, I hear the band again. Okay, I'll tell you that story in a second. I usually hold it so that the pin, the end, is either just barely poking out or not even poking out of the needle minder. So then you don't catch a floss on the back of the fabric on the end of the pin. It is a really good tip. it is really useful, especially for doing something that has long strips of color. And if you use the solid steel needle threaders, it plops right in there. Headed to my camera. Okay. Sorry, reading message. So, alright. Gonna wrap this up really quick. So the band just marched by, and I was like, where are they going? My neighbor just text messaged me and she's like, you wanna come watch? So I'm gonna finish this up. So, days to stitch. We are stitching for just one day. Just one day. We're stitching for one day. My wheel roulette has ads on it because I'm not paying for it to not have ads on it. And we are stitching, what are we stitching? I can't read that. We're stitching tonight on the Nativity. We'll see how that goes. All right, people. Have a great week, I guess. I don't know. Have a great night. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hello, FlossTube. It is Thursday. Ooh, my hair is looking crazy. Okay. It is Thursday, November 1st. The 1st of November. It's like 45 degrees out and raining. It was warmer when I went to work this morning than it was when I came home. Because I think it was pushing 50 when I went to work. We have definitely taken a turn for the cold today. I don't have something I thought I did. And it is raining. It rained most of yesterday. It rained all of today. It's gonna rain tomorrow. We will stitchy stuff first. Last night, this show was a 1-day rotation on this fella here. And not a whole lot of work done. So, I'm sure it's been so long since I worked on him though. I had like one line here of the stripings on his robe to finish. There's some lines in here that define this, and they do kind of stand out when you're looking at it. There's some lines down here. So what I have to finish up now is his cloak. Next time I pull it, who knows? There's a couple different colors in that. There's some golden browns and whatnots. Someday we'll be done with him. Someday. someday. I made tea. This is my favorite tea. It is Sub Rosa tea. It's localish. Sandusky is where they're out of. Yeah. Yeah, Sandusky. I don't know why I didn't. Anyways, they're out of Sandusky, so that's like, I don't know, I think it's like an hour from me. I love it. Sub Rosa's is my favorite. Buy it in this size. They have a website, I will link it below. It is loose leaf, so I have this wonderful basket. It's loose leaf. That's what I just brewed. Doesn't it look gross? It looks a little gross. This is chamomile vanilla bean. They have a whole bunch of different varieties. This is caffeine free. Not that that matters to me. I will say the chamomile vanilla bean one has something in it. Is a very small, very, very fine, like leaf or part, you know, I don't want to say particle. Particle sounds funny. So even this fine sieve, it kind of gets through. But it's all good. That's what I'm chugging on today. I've got to go down and do some, and don't ask me where my mug is from. It's a bunch of different coffee stuff. I'm drinking tea out of a coffee mug. No one said I was normal. I've got to go down and make some soaps because I have doing some new soaps for market on Saturday. As much as I hate, I went down the wrong tube. I'm doing Christmas before Thanksgiving. I do have a couple Christmassy, wintry scents. One's called Frosted Peak Tops. Frosted Peaks, I think. I don't know. That's what I'm calling it. It's very, like, crispy, snow, alpine-y scent. Like, that sounds really weird. But, like, if you've ever been out in the country, in the snow, like in snow country, you know what this smells like, because that's really what it smells like. It's got that distinctive snow country sort of scent. It smells really good. But we're going to do that in a soap to get some wintry going, and then peppermint, because everybody loves peppermint at Christmas time. And of course I'm going to keep the fall scents. I have candles in the fall scents. I don't have soaps in the fall scents, but I need to cycle out some of my, I'm looking at my paper. I need to cycle out some soaps, so I picked out some new soap scents. Frosted Peaks is apparently the soap we're going with. And some other wintry scents. If you're interested, go over to the Soulbox Farm Facebook page and check out the descriptions of all of the scents. Joe wants a description of all of the scents so that when he's sitting there, he can tell people what they smell like. So, I have to work on that too. Busy today. I don't know how much stitching time I'm going to have to do with all that going on. Alright. But, since yesterday was only a one-day rotation on what did I do? Well, apparently it's colored pencils now, themed. That's okay. I'm good with that. Since yesterday was only a one-day rotation on, you hit a button. You can choose your backgrounds. So, starfish, aquarium, no. Cookies? Ooh, I like that. Pizza. Stop playing with it. Hit the button. Oh, I have to approve the change. So, we have new days to stitch. Please be more than one. Seriously, I either go from like I go 1 to 5. I've literally not hit less than, yeah. So we are stitching for 5 days. On what? A blanket's falling out of my lap. I have a blanket in my lap because it's cold. On what we will spin the wheel and find out. The flower clock, I probably will spin again. Not gonna lie. Tis the season. It's our favorite. So, 5 days of tis the season stitching. So today's Thursday, so that would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Not Sunday because Santa's Sunday. Monday, Tuesday. So much like last week, it will be a lot of tis the seasoning. Tis the seasoning. That sounded a bit weird. We're gonna season tis the seasoning. It's been a long week and I still have 1 more day this week. But hey, it's November, and that means Thanksgiving will be here soon. Because Thanksgiving is the most amazing holiday ever, because Thanksgiving is about nothing but food. Gee, imagine the fat girl saying that Thanksgiving is her favorite holiday. I realized too when I was editing last week's video, I wore my pink checkerboard top. My pink, not checkerboard, gingham. It's not really gingham. Yes, it would be pink plaid. I wore my pink plaid top. And then I went in like Thursday's clip. And then I wore it again on either Monday or Tuesday. Oops. That's what happens when you do laundry on Sunday. Actually, that one was not the case. Last week I got brown candle dye all over the front of, all over my hands, and I got it on my shirt. So I ended up washing my shirt right away. Threw it in the clean clothes, you know, with clean clothes. Put it with clean clothes, put it away with clean clothes. And just grabbed it again on Tuesday. Whatever day I wore it. Didn't think about it. Almost grabbed it again this morning because I washed clothes Tuesday. Normally I wash clothes on Sunday. Well, I washed clothes on Tuesday this week. I'm like, wait, I already wore this week. Which I have done. I've wore the same shirt twice in 1 week because I washed it. That's when I started washing clothes on Sundays. Alright, gang. Well, that is it for me for now. I shall go along and make some soap and report back to you tomorrow. Bye. Greetings, FlossTube. Excuse me. It is Friday. Ooh, bouncing camera. November 3rd. It is 46 degrees out. It is cold. And it is great. It is not raining. It's not an all-day soaker like it was yesterday. Yesterday, it just rained and rained and rained and rained. My Facebook is up on the computer next to me, and they're showing a video clip from the little town newspaper in Wellington, the state park where Joe and I got married at, the beach, they got a lake. It's a little lake. It's not like, you know. Anyways, it flooded. The road by my parents' house flooded to the point of closure, which is actually very rare indeed. So there's a lot of flooded roads in and around Wellington. I had to take the long way to work today because I wasn't entirely sure if a couple spots on the quote-unquote short way would flood. And 2 of the roads that would take me up to the quote-unquote long way are closed because of railroad track works at the same time. So, it's been a little bit wet around here. But I got a little bit of stitching done last night. So what we're working on is Tis the Season. Yesterday we started a 5-day rotation on Tis the Season, which makes me excited because I really want to work on this. I don't know. I don't think I'll get it done in the 5 days, but I will be very close. So, as you can see, we rolled the scroll a little. So I got this snowflake stitched in, these snowflakes, these two up here. Oh, excuse me. These are, I mean, they're a little bit complicated to stitch. They look really easy. They look okay, pretty easy, pretty straightforward, but you kind of, you gotta stitch this and this and this and that. They're a little bit complicated because you kind of got to do the sections. Luckily my thread isn't super variegated, but a little bit tedious. So there is a snowflake here, which will get stitched in tonight. I know I'll get at least that far. And then the rest of the snowflakes that are down along here, I pretty much gotta get the bird put on here in order to stitch them. So we'll be on to the bird. Hopefully get onto that tonight, but I've got some work to do for market tomorrow, so we'll see. Inside market starts tomorrow, which makes me very happy because I don't have to worry about the weather. I don't have to haul a canopy. I don't have to haul camp chairs. It is at a new location, which worries me maybe a little. Just making sure people find it. It is a little farther out than it used to be. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So this is, I guess, my stitching plan for tonight and tomorrow. And Sunday is Santa Sunday. And blah. Like how I'm just like, bleh. It's Friday. That means nothing to me. Alright. So, shut this down. I have a lot of stuff on my desk, so. Sunday we'll be finishing that ornament I'm working on. I don't know what I'm doing. It's not going in the bag. It's not going in the bag. So last night I was catching up on my FlossTube because I couldn't watch the hockey game because it was at 10:30 because they were playing the San Jose Sharks. I hate West Coast teams. I hate playing West Coast teams because playing on West Coast teams away, because that means we have to watch the games late. And I don't stay up that late. Like seriously, 10:30 is late for me. I get up at 6 a.m. or at 5 a.m. Anyways, I was watching, so I was catching up on my FlossTube, and let's see, Michelle G, Bendy Stitchy, her latest video, she was talking about, and I forget now who she said started it or mentioned it or whatever, but new Instagram hashtag, proudest XS project. I will include the hashtag in the below, so most of you guys know now. There's like underneath of the video, before you get to the description box, you can hashtag, I think it's like up to three or four hashtags, and if you, the viewer, goes in and clicks on that, it'll take you to more videos that have that hashtag on them. I will definitely start figuring out which hashtags are most appropriate to put to clickable. Instagram hashtags I'll put in the description box. But anyways, so hashtag, you know, proudest X Stitch project. So if you're on Instagram, go follow the hashtag and tell everybody that their work is beautiful. I think my glasses are still dark. No, they're not. They looked really dark. Follow the hashtag, tell everybody that the work is beautiful, post your own with the hashtag, because we want to see all of your work. So, I posted mine this morning. Obviously, you guys know. It's that girl right there. Cinderella. I don't know what is in front of her. I don't know what I put on the... Oh, I do know what is in front of her. Like, what is there in front of Cinderella? It's very squirrel feeling today. So, you guys know, Cinderella is my proudest sex stitch. By far. Took me a long time. That, by the way, is a snow leopard from the zoo. Joe bought me. He bought it for me. God. I think like 5 or 6 years ago. Ow. Alright. That's all I've got today. I don't have much else to talk about. So, I'm going to sign off and go do some work. Because I gotta work. Have a great one. Bye, guys. Hello, FlossTube. It's Monday with Joe.
Greetings, y'all.
How are we? I hope we had a fabulous weekend. We did.
So, anybody else feel like building an ark this past weekend?
No, because most of these people don't live in Ohio.
Actually, the storm was through most of the country.
We built an ark. Yeah. It rained and it rained. It finally stopped raining yesterday on Sunday. It stopped raining on Saturday. Yesterday was nice. Today was nice. It's like 57 degrees out right now, and it's, what, 6:48 at night? Wasn't a bad day. Of course, it's pitch black out right now because, you know, daylight savings time.
Laura?
What?
Last week, this time, it was pitch black out.
True story. Yeah. But daylight savings time. It's dark out early.
Hey,
we all know it sucks. We all know it sucks. We all know we hate it.
Why? I love it.
People hate it. People hate going from daylight savings. People hate time changes. Both of them. Trust me. My Facebook has told me so today. Yesterday and today. Moving on. Sorry, I just shook the camera.
Broken stuff.
Sorry, I just shook the camera. Moving on. So, yesterday was Santa Sunday. Hashtag Santa Sunday. I am working on this guy. It is called Christmas Barn by Julia Lucas Designs. So, I told you guys last week, I spent most of last Sunday stitching and unstitching and restitching snow and fence. Today, this Sunday, I got trees done. I really didn't think this was going to be a super easy thing to stitch, because these are all the colors. There's a lot of colors in it. The trees are 2 shades of green and the white. So I did the fence in, it's charted in the reds of the barn. I did 839 for the light parts of the fence, and then the dark shadowed parts is 838. My snow, which is charted in 3 different colors of Kreinick, is Weeks Dye Works Icicle. You can't see the blue in that.
Confetti much?
It is very confetti-y in the trees.
Confetti-y?
Confetti-y. The trees were kind of confetti heavy. They were like 1, 2, you know. The barn should stitch up relatively easy. All I have left to do is the barn and backstitch a tree here. I started the barn and had to restitch it. I didn't have that much of it done, so that's where we're at with that. I knew this wasn't going to be a quick ornament to make. I knew it wasn't. I knew it was going to take me a couple days.
I'm sorry, but I'm currently thinking of an 80s song. 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
Okay. We don't need to get copyright flagged. I just got this look. And then Friday, I love how the book just goes up in front of his face. Friday night and Saturday night was day something and something of 'Tis the Season. Today's day 4 and 5 of 'Tis the Season. Or today's day For 'tis the season, tomorrow's day 5. My unimpressive progress. I think when I showed this to you on Friday's clip, I was just starting the bird. Well, that's about as far as I got. I got nothing. Got nothing. The beak is charted in Pumpkin Carriage. I am doing it in Scarecrow because the Pumpkin Carriage is a little too orangey for my taste. I am doing the bird in the Called for Poison Apple. Also,
this is what we had fun with.
Yes, we discussed this. He didn't like my choice of ribbon red.
She wanted a maroon for a cardinal.
He didn't like my choice of ribbon red for my cardinal. Now, interesting thing though, last night and today, there's been a couple people who have discussed on the 'Tis the Season South group. Somebody put in Algerian islets on the bird. Because as you can see the way it's charted, there's obvious that that's not an Algerian islet. That's an Algerian islet. I have nothing against doing the Algerian, like the person who stitched these as Algerian islets, they're beautiful, but that's not how it's charted. And somebody said something about it. They had started their bird and they didn't put the Algerian islets in the bird, and I'm like, I don't really think it's supposed to be charted for Algerian islets.
Can I say it real quick?
Those aren't Algerian islets.
Those things inspired by Japanese artwork. The little patterns stretched throughout. It looks like something.
I don't know. It's very prim. Primitive. Prim. I've had a couple people ask me about the colors and the flosses in 'Tis the Season. These, it's charted in Belle Soie by Classic Colorworks, which is a silk.
Sorry, it took a second to recover from that one before I could say excuse me.
I was watching Stitching and Sound, Kyle Reckermeyer's latest video. He belched really loud like twice in his video, so whatevs. Whatevs.
You know what?
Squirrel!
Better out than in, I always say, especially considering when I keep it in, my stomach kills me.
Okay. We're done.
Oh!
We're done with burping. So, Nancy, a Victorian motto, when the stitch along was kind of announced and started taking off, did a special die lot. Actually, she did 3 batches of her special die lot for the 'Tis the Season. And she named all the colors, the called for colors in the chart. You can't get those because she sold out of her sets. I love you all. I love you all. I sat down this afternoon and I went through Nancy's Etsy's eBay store, not Etsy, and I picked out the flosses that some of them are a match for, are like an exact match for the MC numbers. I will note that. I will put this list below this video. I will link her eBay store. I will give you this list. There are a couple of choices for a couple of them because there was no real exact match. I'll give you my best recommendation. I'm not going to go through them with you right now. I'll go through them with you. I'll either list them or I'll go sit down and go talk through them tomorrow. I'm going to see how long we're at for the week once I
both
do this.
Where does this go?
Where the sun don't shine.
That is a very messed up shape for an enema.
'Tis the season. I will make sure you get my list of recommended flosses. So, I recommend Nancy's flosses just as a whole. The only one I really struggled with was the Cardinal, was the red for the Cardinal, because reds can be kind of finicky. I have a couple suggestions of her solo threads. I do think if you look at her packs, there are better matching reds, but I'm not going to tell you to go buy a whole pack for one skein of floss. Moving along to him. What do we have here, honey?
Dragons of Sumatra.
By
some person.
Ink Circles Dragon of Sumatra.
You're never going to answer that right now just to annoy her, right? Because I would never do something like that.
I would never do something like that. Never.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
We're getting there. Where are we at?
I'm actually...
where are we at? Show me where we're at.
Just turn that around so I can see it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're about there.
Show the people.
I'm about 2/3 of the way down.
On the itty bitty strip border. But we are getting some solid progress, and it's starting to take shape. And I love the color variegation. Okay, so he's stitching this on Picture This Plus Thunderstorm with DMC 115 variegated. And I'm loving how the variegation... I just totally smashed myself in the face with his frame, by the way. I just thought you'd all like to know that. Christine had stitched all the things yesterday in her video yesterday. Was like dropping stuff and throwing stuff around. And I'm like, and she was like, I'm so klutzy. Someday I'll get it together. I'm like, girl, you and me both. I ain't never getting it together.
Super glue ain't that good.
So we're getting there. I like that. I really do like the variegation color.
Do you like the fact that I'm a little jumpy with it?
I like it.
Because unfortunately, let me see a single one. Yeah, I'm standing up. Feel it. Like here, too tall, it's just because there's no way to evenly go down, over, and back. Not going to happen. But I love the way it looks. It just is weird.
It's a great look. It looks really good on, and that look lends itself really nicely to this piece. So, because when he was getting ready to start this, we talked this over and over and over, and how do I do this? What's the best way? Do I do it? I said, you know, you need to stitch what you're feeling, and that's what he's doing. So, I am loving it. He is loving it.
I would like to know, has anybody else sat there, cross-stitched with the variegated frost one at a time, look up about 5 lines and go, crap, that's a half stitch.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know, I want to hear your stories, because I literally just keep going until I get back to that shade of the color, and then I just pop up, do it, and come back.
Solid answer. So the question would be, so yeah, tell us, do you like unstitch all of your stitches, or do you just kind of let it go, or what? How do you deal with it?
Because, in all honesty, I ain't pulling out 5 lines of this.
'Tis the season. I get asked about my fabrics all the time, and I forget to tell you guys. I'm really bad about that, okay? I'm sorry. 'Tis the Season is stitched on a piece of fabric, is on 16 count Aida that I dyed myself.
I think the only person that owns fabric she hasn't dyed in this house is me.
No, there's fabric over there that I have not dyed.
But, it was already. For some reason, one, I just picked it out when I bought the pattern. The other one was gifted to me with the pattern that I got for the Tortoise. And I just have to use it because it's just so epic and I love you, honey, but I don't think Einstein can do anything close to that.
Nope. Well, I come up... I don't know. But I'm not going to try because it's too much work. And then...
printed fabric, good luck with anything but a printed fabric.
And then my ornament is on a piece that I ice dyed myself also. There's the whole fat quarter. Yep.
Oh!
I didn't cut it.
Question?
Because I'm...
Did you show them the craziness that we went to Home Depot and got?
No. I haven't talked about that yet, okay?
No. I just love the fact we're sitting there going through 20,000 ideas. Go there for something else. Look what we find.
And it works. Hopefully it's going to work. I'll let y'all know. That's a to be continued later conversation. So. Got a couple Amazon orders this weekend because I ordered a new planner off Amazon, the correct size, because did I tell you guys I ordered the wrong size?
Trust me, I found out almost immediately by a picture.
Oh no, I had ordered it a while ago. My lazy butt hadn't gotten around to changing my planner yet. And when I went to change my planner, I went, crap, it's the wrong size.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
So, no big, returned it to Amazon. I don't think I recall talking to you guys about this. No big deal, returned it to Amazon. Well, yeah, I think returned to Amazon. Returned it to Amazon, ordered the right size, got some double-sided tape for my cards. And then I needed a soap mold because my snowflake soap mold is a pain in the butt to get the soaps out of. So I got a silicone one. That's downstairs. Sorry, you don't get to see that. And I got...
Well, you can make some soap with it and show them that.
I could. I mean, or you guys could go over to the Slovak Farm Facebook page and see all of the things, all of the wonderful products I have to offer.
Selfless. Selfless. Shameless.
Shameless self-plug.
By the way, that literally looks like the mint container.
I got magnets.
Ship.
Both tins look like this. I have some things that I want to make into needle minders. I have some needle minders that I may have possibly busted the magnets on.
I swear I'm just going to bust out some 2-part epoxy on this woman. And if she can separate that from the magnet. And if you're wondering, 2-part epoxy is the Incredible Hulk to Gorilla Glue. That stuff don't let go. If you do it right.
I gotta get it out.
Uh-oh.
So when we talk about breaking magnets. So this is the Stamp It Up Stamper X. It's a stamping thing. It's a positioner. It's got some blah, 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 blah. If you've watched my card making videos, you've seen me use it. It comes with 2 magnets. It, in very big letters in the instructions, say, do not let the magnets bang together. The magnets will break because they are super strong, as you can see. Watching a video of a Stamp It Up demonstrator, she pulls one magnet, she's got one magnet in one hand, she says, don't let your magnets bang together. Bam! Shattered the magnets.
I was about to laugh my cojones off.
So, as long as I don't break these bad boys, because Stamp It Up won't replace it if you break them.
They don't sell replacements?
They sell replacements. You have to buy the replacements. Mm-hmm. So, yes, I break magnets. I have not broken my Stamp It Up magnets yet, but I foresee it coming. Also, I'm going to use these magnets.
Do me a favor. This hand, make a fist. Knock on wood, woman.
Also, I'm going to use the magnets for finishings on some of my projects so I can swap them out on different backings like Priscilla does.
You know, that's a really funny idea. For these, if you actually replace the plastic rods with ferrous metal and use those magnets, that would hold them on the scroll real good.
They would be kind of heavy.
Didn't say thick.
Okay. I also got these little guys. They are flexible key rings. They're called flexible key rings. Wire key rings. Comes in a pack of 30. There is 10 centimeters, 15 centimeters, and 20 centimeters. I think there's 10 of each, but I didn't sit down and count them. So this is the 10, that's the 20, and that's the 15. Michelle G was talking about them on her floss tube.
I'm assuming that's diameter. So that definitely isn't the length.
Okay, so maybe it doesn't come in those sizes. I don't
know.
know.
It's probably the diameter of them, not the when they're made into a loop, not the length of the loop itself.
Of course, I can't get it to come apart now.
Need help?
They screw. Nope, we got it. It's going the wrong way. So they unscrew. What is 10 centimeters?
Or am I thinking millimeters? I might be thinking millimeters. Oops. Okay, I admit I am wrong. Done poking fun.
So they unscrew. They have a coupling. And the really cool thing is, I was playing with them this afternoon, and I discovered...
You had the same thought I did.
And you can screw them together like this to make them even bigger.
Am I the only person who thinks of storing these things as a loop?
Absolutely. No way. So, I'm going to link Michelle G's video where she mentions them, where she talks about them and mentions them, because she is an Amazon influencer, so if you buy them via her link, she gets a small kickback from Amazon. So obviously I'm already using it. They weren't that expensive. They really weren't that expensive. They were less than 10 bucks for a pack of 30. And obviously if you bobbinate, you can use your bobbins. If you floss card, you can use your floss cards.
If you have floss ADD, you can put both on there.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. That was utterly spontaneous.
By the way, this is actually not unusual for us.
He just started.
Wow, I'm having deja vu. This is the first time we did this. Please stop leaving YouTube videos up on your dang computer when we do this.
I was watching Pretty Southern's Midwest Retreat video when he called me to tell me he was on his way home. And yeah. So, and, you know, like all of the specialty flosses, Nancy's flosses don't come with a hole in them. I punched a hole in them.
You know, if you want to be really cute, you can take these things, link a couple together, and make a bracelet.
You could be really cool and do that. Alright, that's it. This clip is 17 minutes long. Our previous one was 5 minutes long. We have talked enough today. That's all we got. I'm going to do some editing. Because I'm probably going to take parts of this out. Alright, we're going to go cross stitch. I'm going to go cross stitch. I hope he's going to go cross stitch with me.
Actually, I was thinking about it.
I'm gonna go
unless you edit stuff out of this video, then I'm not going to cross stitch with you.
I'm not going to edit it. Well, I'm going to edit part of the end of the clip where we freeze.
Actually, her face was hit. When it froze. I don't know why. Tell me if you guys had this. I'm watching Netflix. She says something, so I hit pause. I look back at the video and I feel so bad for this poor actor or actress. Because it always pauses when the face looks like they're talking like this instead of like. And I always just feel so bad because it always just is the worst. Anybody else do that? Or is that just me?
I do. Actually, I laugh. I laugh. I enjoy pausing my video when, you know, people are making random faces and going, huh, that's funny.
So somebody pause, make it when she's doing a random face, screenshot it and post it down below. See if she kills me.
I'm going to start screenshotting random funny faces. Okay. That's it. I'm done talking. I have to do some photo editing because I have a ton of patterns that I need to upload to somewhere. Probably cross stitch barter board. I don't know. When I figure it out, I'll let y'all know. Because I need to get rid of patterns. Alright.
We're done. He says so.
Kitty says we're done.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Hello, FlossTube. Excuse me. How are we today? Today is Tuesday, November 6th. It is election day here in the States. I voted. Did you? I hope, because you will be seeing this on Wednesday, that you voted today. It is 55 degrees outside right now. It was 56 degrees outside when I went to work today. It is windy as all sin. There's a cold front coming through. It's supposed to start raining this evening. Possibly, probably gonna rain. About when everybody's getting out of work. Good times. That's why I like my job. Get out at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If it's snowing, it's great if it's snowing in the afternoon. It's bad if it's snowing in the morning. Let me just put it there. Okay. I always feel like Tuesdays are like a little discombobulated after Mondays with Joe, because Joe tends to throw me on tangents. And there's like a 20-minute clip before this from Mondays with Joe. But Monday was, stitching was my wonderful 'tis the season birdie bird. 'Tis the season. Someday I'll get this finished because I have a loose needle. I didn't stitch a whole lot last night. This is the season for Laura not to feel good. So I am down on his, so I am down to a part where this line of stitching under this here goes like all the way over here. So I'm down to, let's just throw the stitching. I'm down to here-ish. Down in this area. So I'm going to do the wing and then the tail and come in and connect the two so that way I don't have to count a whole bucket ton of stitches this way. Because we all know my ability to count kind of sucks. It does. So that's the plan. We will see if I get to this tonight. We'll see if I get to that tonight. I probably will, but I won't get much done. So this has been making its rounds. Oh, son of a monkey. I need to sell back my Kindle. That's nice. So this has been making its rounds. I've seen it on several Facebook groups. It's the little I voted sticker. It literally took me until today to figure out who was supposed to buy because nobody was actually posting the free chart. Or they were posting, you know, they weren't posting this part where it tells me Ink Circles. It is by Ink Circles. It's right on their main page. I will link it. Hopefully it will be still up tomorrow. But you better believe I'm going to stitch that little bad boy tonight because I voted today. It's literally 26 stitches by 20 stitches. That will take you like nothing to do. I am going to do it on perforated paper. Over 1 on 25. Or 28. Over 2 on 40. Well, guess what? I am going to do it on perforated paper. Just so it's rigid. And maybe make a needle minder out of it. Look at that stray hair right there. Currently waiting on a shipment of dye. Apparently it's coming via Turtle. I literally ordered it last Monday and it's due to arrive today. We won't talk about it. It's still not here yet. That's all I got for you today. Short clip after yesterday's marathon moment. Discombobulated Mondays with Joe. I know I say it at the beginning of all of my clips, but welcome to all of my new subscribers, because I got a bunch of new subscribers over the weekend. Well, not a bunch, but I got a handful of new subscribers over the weekend. So hopefully you have stuck around and enjoyed my video this week. This week's video is a wee bit long, because I've already got most of it edited. I throw this clip on. But if you are new here and you're not a subscriber, like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel. If you ring the bell, it will give you more content that is cross-stitch related. It will tell you when I put out a new video. And some people like to ring the bell to get notified when new videos appear. Some people don't. I like to have the bell rung on the channels I subscribe to, because then when it comes up on my phone, I get a little notice and I can just hit watch later. And I can watch them, because that's pretty much what I watch at night is FlossTube. I don't watch TV. I don't watch much TV. So, oh, hold please. So, before we do that, 'tis the season. Alright, let's talk about this. Maybe it would be easier if I hold up the... Okay, so I told you guys yesterday that the thread pack was a specialty dyed pack from Nancy at Victorian Motto. I spent some time yesterday working out some conversions. I know how we're going to do this. I have food sitting in front of me and I would really like to eat it. But I'm going to share this with you before I do that. Oh, I just knocked my camera crooked. Gotta find the third pack. Okay. So, in the little pack we got from Nancy, she named all of the colors after the colors the called fors in the chart. So, to make it easy to stitch, they have listed in here all of the DMC equivalents. So I kind of used that to go through Nancy's website and pick out matching shades. So, I guess they're on there, so yeah. All right. Getting a few things out of my way here. Alright, so we'll start with Attic Tea, if I can find it. Attic Tea, which is DMC 581, 580. Nancy's Prim Sampler Green is listed as a match to, I believe it's 580. I didn't actually write that down. So that's a pretty solid match. I'm crooked again. You guys are gonna be like, oh my god, this lady's crazy watching this part. Okay. Moss is DMC 645. Nancy doesn't have a DMC 645. But Ripe Avocado is looks like kind of a greenish gray. There might be a little more green in it than this. But that was about as close as I could get. I didn't see anything else that really super matched. You might want to like maybe do a different brand of floss. That's what I could find that matched. Alright, where is it? Mudpie. Mudpie is DMC 610. And she has English Walnut listed as DMC. Her DMC is its equivalent. One more time, words are hard. Mudpie, DMC 610. On Nancy's site, DMC 610 coordinates with English Walnut. English Walnut is labeled as DMC equivalent 610. So that one's a match. We will do Poison Apple here in a moment. Pumpkin Carriage, DMC 3827. It is a bit more orangey in real life. It's really crappy weather out, so my lighting is kind of stinky. Like I said, it was a bit too orangey for my taste. But Antique Pumpkin Glow is listed on Nancy's site as DMC number match 3827. So that one matches really good. Scarecrow, DMC 317. It's a nice brownish gold. Does this light help at all? No. Just the outside weather is terrible. So, sorry. It's brownish gold. She has, as I was going through, I found like 3 that might be good. Butter Pecan, in my opinion, looked like pecan, however you say it, butter pecan, looked like it was probably the closest. She doesn't have an actual 317 or 371. Butter Pecan looked like it might have been the closest, but Honey Dipper and Golden Rule also were good candidates in my opinion. Tortoise Shell. That is coming out as a bright green. It is not that bright. Holy cow. That's a little bit better. It's like it's almost like yeah, holy cow. That looks awful. Does that help any? No. Well, that looks a little bit closer. It's like a brownish green, I guess. It's a very muted dark green. Its number is 3051. 3051. Again, not one she has, but Tea Leaves is listed as 3052. It is a touch lighter than this, but you're using this for leaves, so I think it would be okay. Avocado looked pretty close, and Grapevine looked pretty close. You're using it for leaves, so I would say pick the one you like the best. And then Vanilla Pudding, which is a very creamy white, 3866. Antique Stripes, which matches with actually Ecru. A little bit more creamy colored than this, but she doesn't have like a straight white. So if you want something that's like, and this isn't a straight white, I mean, it's white, but it's not like bright white. You know, it's that offy white. So, you could go with this. You could go with Antique Stripes. So, the final one, which is Poison Apple, which matches to DMC. I don't have it with it. Oh, she doesn't have it on that. Monkey. Poison Apple is DMC 3721. 3721. She doesn't have a 3721. There were not a whole lot of really good reds, reds. She does have Christmas Red, which is DMC 666. An option. When I held them up together, this was just a touch darker. Originally, I had wanted to stitch my bird in Burgundy Ribbon, which was in the Christmas box, which is DMC 814. Antique Claret is DMC 814 on her website. She also has one that's called Wild Rose, which is close-ish to this. My recommendation, and if you look, she has box sets. She has like a Reds box set and a Star Spangled Banner box set. I think there actually might be closer reds in those than either one of these. Personally, I think the bird would look fine in this color, even though Joe doesn't think so. But you may have to hunt a little bit for your red. So, what did I do with Scarecrow? I need Scarecrow over here. So those are my conversions for 'Tis the Season. That's what I came up with as far as what I could find on Nancy's website. Now, obviously, you can go in and you can do classic color, find classic colorworks that would work, or find Weeks Dye Works, or what's the other one? Classic Colorworks, Weeks Dye Works. I don't remember the other one. Could be Schnitzel. Oh, Gentle Arts. I mean, you can obviously do it in those. But I've had quite a few people asking me about Nancy's threads, because I do tend to rave about them, because I really like them. I think they're nice. Like, they're DMC overdye. They're a DMC base. But, I mean, each skein is $2.45, and you get 20 yards. Like, you really can't go wrong with that. So, that's my conversion. I will list it all in the description box below and link Nancy for you. You guys have a great week. Like the video, like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you like. If you dislike my video, let me know what you dislike. I don't really care if people dislike my video. Like, there are some people who are like, oh, I have a dislike. I don't really care. Like, I don't. But, have a fabulous week. I will see you next week. I have no idea if I'm doing a Stitch With Me video tomorrow. Thursday, not tomorrow. We'll see when we get there. Bye, guys.